What's going on, everybody? I'll wait till y'all get in here and then we'll get started. Alright, so I'm gonna wait. I'll be scrolling, doing some other stuff while y'all waiting for y'all to get up on here. In the meantime, I'll check it from periodically. It's like we're gonna talk about some stuff tonight. Cause I'll wait till y'all are on here before I get into it. So if you're watching after this live video, just press fast forward. It's probably like a minute in. That's probably when I'm gonna get started. All right, so don't trip on me a little bit. We're gonna get into this. All right. Hello. I just wanted to make sure the volume was right. My bad, y'all. All right. Let's line these up, man. Definitely. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? I hope you are sitting down. I hope you are taking notes. And I only come to tell you the facts. I'm not here to hurt anybody. Don't hurt the messenger. Don't get mad at the messenger. At the end of the day, the facts are the facts, and you can't refute the facts. All right. Now, my sons, since we went vegan, they have struggled to go vegan because obviously they go to school and they're around all the friends, and the friends are eating cheeses, Cheetos, meats, dairy, all ice cream, all kinds of stuff. Speaking of ice cream, I got my maca that you're going to be getting soon inside of this protein shake with just berries and with the maca and some avocado. It tastes just like ice cream. That's one thing I know about maca. When I mix it on my protein shake, got some berries, got some avocado in there, like a berry mix. Tastes just like ice cream. It's the greatest. I can't wait till y'all get your hands on it. Somebody said turn my volume up. My bad. Let me turn. Matter of fact, how about I just move the mic a little closer, and I'll turn the volume up. But it should be pretty loud. Maybe you should turn your volume up because I'm looking at my volume and it says all yellows, and that's pretty loud. All right, so hold on. All right, matter of fact, before we get started, is my volume good, everybody? Is my volume good? All right. When I get a yes, all right, hit 0 if my volume's good or whatever. I don't know how y'all do it. Yeah, it should be good though. But I heard it. It sounds good to me. All right. Okay, cool. Up more. Somebody said up more. Too low for me too. Damn. Hold on. Let me turn this bad boy up. All right. Hold on, check that. All right. Now, I'm pretty loud now. I'm good now? All right, cool. All right, bet. All right. Now, listen, this is where I'm going to get it. But listen, when y'all get this, I want y'all to mix it with your protein shakes. It tastes like ice cream. Just like ice cream. Like one of those, like I used to make like little soda floats with ice cream. It tastes like that, but better. Because you're getting something good from it. All right, bet. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, we good. Cause I mean, I heard it. Look, I'm gonna turn this up. Let me see. All right, bet. I can hear myself just fine. Yeah, I'm straight. All right. Okay. Now, y'all ready? Let's get into it. All right. Now, my sons have been going to school and they've been struggling with going vegetarian, vegan. I've been really trying with them, and we've been working with them. They've been, but somehow they eat what we got at home, but they still struggle. All right, every single day. And they're kids, so obviously they're weaker than obviously adults, and they don't understand the true reason. You could tell them till you blue in the face that this does that and that does this, but all they see their friends doing, they remember how it tastes. Now the reason why they struggle so much with certain things is because what's in the actual food. Now, when it comes down to it, right? I put up a post on my Instagram today, Intensity 10 on my Instagram. So if y'all haven't, done that, please do Intensity 10 on my Instagram. Also, you go to my website, Intensity Fitness United, right there, .com, and check out anything we got going on. We got the nutritional everything shirts, and we got a lot of stuff going on. Check it out. All right. Check it out. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to it, all right, my sons were always struggling when it comes to pretty much just being vegan when it comes down to it. And because they're friends. But there's a reason why. No, whoever wrote that got it wrong. Hold on, let me fix that. All right, now, They struggle going vegan, vegetarian, and there's a few reasons why, and that's what I'm going to get into, right? I'm going to get into that heavy. Now, tonight, it's going to make a lot of you vegetarians feel some type of way about being vegetarian. I put up an interesting stat today on my Instagram. It was about the heart disease risk from people who eat meat, vegetarians, and vegan. And the people who ate meat were at 50%. The ones who were vegetarian were 45%. And the ones who were vegan were 5%. Now, that number is all over the place. I've looked at many different stats and surveys on it, and it's all over the place. But what is very, very consistent is the fact that vegetarians are at a very high risk of heart disease for many reasons, and we're going to get into those reasons today. Now, the reason why many of y'all are vegetarian is because something is in the food that you're still eating that makes you feel the same way you do if you still eat meat, right? And I know it's a lot healthier than eating meat, but I caution you in a few things. Now, at the end of the day, you could do whatever you want to do. I'm going to just tell you the facts and you can make your own decision. But I feel like you deserve to even hear the facts. And I'm going to get into the facts today. Now, when I decided to go vegan, I struggled very hard. And I procrastinated for a very long time. And I had to look it up. Now, I only looked this up really because of my sons. And because of how much they like cheese. How much they like or wanted ice cream. And it doesn't matter, like we do substitutes and stuff like that, but somehow when they go out with their friend down the street the other day and they ate pizza, right? And even though they don't get sick like they used to, they really get sick off of meat. They really are addicted to cheese, as I was addicted to cheese, as many of y'all are addicted to cheese. Cheese is very, very, very dangerous, okay? And there's many varieties of cheese as you see. Many, many varieties, okay? And there's a reason why many of you guys and gals are addicted to cheese. And the answer is casomorphins. That's right, casomorphins. Protein fragments derived from the digestion of milk protein called casein. Now, the characteristic that is distinguishing is casomorphins, they pretty much have an opiate effect. Now, do you guys and gals know what an opiate is? I mean, I'm sure you've heard of opiates. You've heard of opiates, right? You heard of people on drugs, you know, on opiates or morphines and things of that nature. Well, I got all the pictures for y'all tonight. Many of y'all are like Scarface on that cocaina, all right? On that cocaina. You want that cheese. You want that cheese pizza. You want those Cheetos. You want cheese on top of cheese. You want to go to Pizza Hut and put some more grated cheese on there. You love your cheese. And it's no joke, all right? Cheese is very, very dangerous. Now, as far as heart health, the reason why cheese is dangerous is because of the opiates that is in cheese. It's no freaking joke, y'all. I'm telling y'all. It is an addiction. An addiction. I tell you, it's an addiction. And it's because of the opioids that is in that cheese. Let me break this down to y'all. Now, if you don't know what opioids are, there are substances that act as opiate-like receptors to produce morphine-like effects. Now, medically, they're used for like pain relief, including, you know, anesthesia and things of that nature. Now, many of y'all are addicted to cheese because of many things that I talk about in other videos, such as the dopamine. Y'all know dopamine, right? Dopamine receptors in your brain. It makes you feel really happy when you eat it, when you drink it, when you consume it. I just gotta have my cheese. And I gotta have my cheese on top of cheese. I gotta have it. I test you to stop eating cheese just for a little bit. Now, we're vegetarian. You say you're vegetarian and everything. And when it comes down to it, it's not all the way as bad. So you're getting closer. But I'm only going to tell you the facts that you're still at high risk for heart disease because of the high cholesterol in cheese, because of the high saturated fat in cheese, because of the high sodium in cheese. It's no effing joke. All right, I'm gonna try not to curse so much on this channel. Mom be watching. She like, you curse so much. Like, I got you, Mom. Try to respect my mom a little bit. I don't curse too much. You know what I mean? You know, I was raised right, but I can get my point across without cursing. But when it comes down to it, cheese is no joke, and I want y'all to really, really, really take the cheese stuff seriously. Now, I want to get into some facts about this cheese that I think you guys and gals really need to understand. But it's not just cheese. It's sugar. You know, it's chocolate. It's all this stuff that you people need to know. Now, what opiates are? You got codeine. I was on that before. Hydrocodone was on that. Oxycodone was on that. Methadone, hydromorphone, morphine, fentanyl. Now, opiates are among the world's oldest known drugs. Dependence can develop ongoing administration lead to withdrawal symptoms with abrupt discontinuation, which means, people, that when you stop right away, like cold turkey, you're going to go through some shit. See, I can't curse sometimes, but you will feel like you're sad. You will feel like you're angry. You will go through moods. You will go through cravings. Now, opiates are well known for their ability to produce the feeling of euphoria motivating to some recreationally used opioids. You know what I mean? That most people already use. You're a drug addict and you don't even know it. You have no idea that you are a drug addict, which is the wild part about it. All right? So many of y'all don't even know that you're addicted. Many of y'all don't even know that you're hooked, that you need cheese. Now, people don't realize that even with a vegetarian diet, you're still taking the milk in, you're still taking the eggs in, and you're still taking the cheese in, which all come from the animal. All right? All come from the animal. And you are straight-laced addicted when it comes down to it, you know? It's like you're eating your addiction. You're eating your pills. You're eating all of your crap. Not to mention your butter. Oh, shit. Butter? Let's get into some butter, y'all. Now, when it comes down to it, casein, which is in, you know, your milk, your cheese, is a hot topic for vegans and plant-based eaters because it's found deceptively listed in ingredients of certain dairy-free vegan cheeses. I gotta check the data. Now, you may be familiar with it in regard, but the addicting qualities of casein are somewhat unknown. Now, as casein breaks down in the stomach, producing the peptide casomorphin, an opioid, it acts as a histamine releaser, which is why many people are allergic to dairy products. Think about that. You're allergic for a reason, but an estimated 70% of the population worldwide is allergic. Okay, now let's talk about opiates now and milk. It takes about 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese. As milk is turned into cheese, most of it, the water, is removed, leaving behind nothing but casein and pure fat. So concentrated dairy products like cheese have especially high levels of opiates, even morphine, y'all. All right? Now, anything Americans can do to reduce the intake of saturated fat and cholesterol, such as cutting back on cheese, will lessen your risk of heart disease, obviously. And I want you to really think about that, because all this butter y'all putting on y'all stuff, and y'all sitting here thinking y'all healthy. Moderation, moderation, moderation. But when it comes down to it, y'all, what you want me to do? Now, let's get into some eggs, because I know a lot of y'all vegetarians love your eggs. Let's get into it. Now, if you look right here, you got the egg white, okay, removing the yolk from the egg, all right? But you got the egg, pretty much, which has oh my God, listen, about 6 grams of proteins, 5 milligrams of fat. Now, when it comes down to it, the egg has a lot, about 100, offhand, it has about 136 milligrams of cholesterol. Now, the average intake of a human, a healthy one, should be about 300. Well, one egg has about 136 grams of cholesterol. Don't quote me. I think I'm really close to the number, all right? I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm really close to the number. Now, when it comes down to it, if you look at the milk and casein, it's the same shit. You're just drinking your stuff. You're just drinking it. I mean, I don't know if you want to drink it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. This is some bullshit, y'all. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. And y'all can tell me, you know, but I'm trying to get better, coach. Going vegan, I'm trying to do this. Going vegetarian and all that. But gotta try a little harder if you want to be a little bit more healthy. And now, if you were just a straight laced meat eater and you went pescatarian, vegetarian, there's stages, because as you transition from eating meat, you have to kind of slowly wean yourself off of certain things, because it is a psychological effect and an addiction to these things that you're consuming in your diet. As you know, our meat, anything with feet, feathers, and fins, must be fed with subclinical antibiotics. Not just what they talk about, what they don't tell you about, what is the casomorphins, and they are opiates. And you're still drinking, you're eating. That's why at every party you have hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres is nothing but freaking codeine on a freaking toothpick when it comes down to it. That's all it is. Because when you go out to a party, you gotta have your cheese. When you go to a barbecue, you gotta have your cheese on your not your hot dog, your hamburger. Some of y'all like it on the hot dogs, but hey, put poison on top of poison. That's up to you. But when it comes down to it, you gotta have your Cheetos. You gotta have your Doritos. You gotta have all your stuff with cheese on it. And when you think about how much you actually eat cheese, are you really not eating meat anymore? Because if you look at what's in meat, okay, yeah, meat is 100% dead, right? Meat is 100% acidic. Meat is mucus forming. But when it comes down to it, cheese, milk, butter is also mucus forming. So you might actually take in the same symptoms as if you were still eating meat. Just because you're not eating meat, you're eating from the animal which the meat is produced. Which means that whatever goes into the animal is going also into the cheese, the dairy, and the cheese, the milk, and the butter. All the dairy, basically, when it comes down to it. And because of how much water is removed from the cheese, and it's just pure clunky opiates, that's why you're addicted. That's why you can't stop. That's why you feel comfortable saying you're vegetarian and think you're healthy. But I'm here to tell you, it may not be all the way true, because when it comes down to heart disease, many of you are dealing with the same things meat eaters are dealing with. So you're kind of in the same bag. Here's meat eaters, here's you. Now let's talk about some stats that I pulled up, because these are a little different than the stats that I actually pulled up on my Instagram. These are actually a little closer. Now, if you look at omnivores, there are people who actually eat, you know, plants and meat at the same sense. Now, their diabetes risk is hella high. It's probably at 99.999%. Then you got a semi-vegetarian, which is about 75%. Vegetarian with fish is about 70%. Vegetarian, and I'm trying to figure out what a vegan is eating that's so high, which diabetes risk. Probably the increased for a vegan, I would think, because of the sugar substitutes, like such as agave. You got dates. You got juicing. You have the increased risk of eating tons of fruits. If you are a vegan, you should you got to have it in moderation. You just can't eat fruit all day, because even with natural sugar, your body will produce it's too much. All right, so be careful with that, because everybody's at a risk nowadays. Also, when you're going to the market as a vegan and you're eating things that are processed, you still have a high risk of diabetes, and also the vegan snacks that are out there. So just make sure y'all, you know, think about that, because I'm just going to pull up the everybody. I'm a vegan as well. Now, if you look at the omnivore and vegetarian, when it comes down to it, omnivore obviously very high, vegetarian right under it, high five in the omnivore when it comes down to it. So I mean, you guys can make the decision on your own. I'm only here to tell you the truth. I'm only here to give you some facts. I'm only here to make you think. I don't really care what you do. I can only focus on one person at a time. I care what that one person does. So if you happen to be that one person, I'm only here to break down the facts to you. As I dealt with a lot of cheese addiction, a lot of sugar addiction, a lot of tons of addiction that I struggle with to this very day, because of the dopamine receptors that are in my brain that pretty much, you know, it pretty much every time I think about cheese, I remember that feeling. You know what I mean? I can smell it. I can remember how good it makes me feel. It's not really how good it tastes. It's what that taste is doing to your brain, and how your brain is responding to that taste. Because in that taste lies opiates, which make you feel good. So every time you take a bite of your pizza, you're popping a pill. Every time you drink that milk, you're drinking pills. Every time, you know, you eat the ice cream, Why do they call it comfort food? Because it makes your brain psychologically comfortable. In your mind, you feel good. You're happy. You feel better when you're eating it because it's medication. And when you have an over excessive amount of medication, which we all have had, we become dependent on the medication. And when you take our medication from us, we go through withdrawal. We snap. Just like people who are actually in a hospital on, you know, on NA, Narcotics Anonymous and all that stuff. It's the same thing. We're detoxing from that, and it's very hard. Many people don't survive from the detox because their mental willpower is so weak they didn't realize what they're going through. But I'm here to tell you, you're going to go through it, but at the end of the day, you're going to be a lot stronger, and you have to find an equal substitute to what you're consuming, because if you don't find an equal substitute, we're going to have a serious problem. A serious ass problem, keeping it real. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't even reading all the comments. I was just talking, you know, but I'll read some of the comments. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, man. Okay, so we have fruit every day. What do I prefer? I prefer vegan. And also, for many of y'all, if y'all have trouble going vegan or finding substitutes, my wife does have a vegan cookbook out. If your guys are going from meat to pescatarian to vegetarian to vegan, my wife has the first book out that has everything from start to finish to teach you how to do it, because I think that progressively you'll be able to change, unless you're like on some kind of cleanse or whatever and it's instructions not to do that. But when it comes down to it, progressively you guys can change, but it has to happen in stages, because if you just start and you just stop, imagine you on hydrocodone or oxycodone, which I was on for my back, and I just stopped it, and I was angry, I was breaking out, I was snapping, I wanted it, but I had to stop because I'm like, this is too much of addiction. I don't want to be some type of pill popper. You know what I mean? Like right here, like my maca, right? When y'all get my maca tastes like I'm drinking ice cream. But it has berries, strawberries, avocado, maca, and my vegan protein powder. I think it has it in. I'm not sure she put this in there, but this here, it's no joke. When it comes down to it, tastes just like freaking ice cream. I don't really see a difference. So, I mean, it is what it is. Absolutely. But, I mean, okay, what do I think about the keto diet? I'm not a big fan of the keto diet because I don't want to eat high fat all day. What basically the keto diet does is, you know, it replaces your carbs for fat, and you're like on a carb limit of like 25 carbs a day, and you're on a fat limit of like 90 grams of fat a day, and you're on the protein limit for like 120 or 130 depending on your goal. I don't want to eat avocados and coconut oil all damn day. I like my carbs, so I'm gonna eat my carbs. So I'm not with you know, keto. You know what I mean? What's the updates on the women's program? I don't know. I'm not the one working on it. My wife is working on it, so you gotta ask her with that one. You just call the order number, and hopefully one of us will pick up. Hi, is there a supplement that will curb my cravings? When it comes down to it, yeah, certain supplements do help out with cravings. If you want that info, I would like to put you on a program. I just don't like to give, like, when I give people supplements, it doesn't work unless you're on a structured regimen, because just popping supplements, you are replacing supplements as pills that they're going to have a quick fix on you, and they're not. It has to go with a regimented lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to just give you stuff because it's not going to work the same. It's not going to give you what you're looking for. All right. What will help curb your craving is an equal habit to replace your bad habit. So what will help you is to learn how to replace your bad habit with an equal good habit. That's going to curb your cravings, because literally if you're eating cheese, right, and you're like on the cheese, and you learn how to make my wife's bean sauce, and that tastes like cheese, you wouldn't really know the difference too much, because you're just pouring cheese on your mac and cheese or wherever you're pouring it on, or your dip, and you're literally doing it like that. So that's my answer for that, you know, when it comes down to it. What's the name of my protein powder? It's from Big Bear Protein Powder. It's actually at a place where it's not local. It's in Philadelphia. I drive, when I get my daughter from Philly, you know, I get it and I stock up on it, because this is the best one I've found so far out of all protein powders. The vegan protein powders that I tried, this is the best one. So yeah, I'm not sure if this one has it in there though. You know what I mean? Is taking vitamin and minerals bad? Obviously, no, not at all. You know what I mean? No, it's not bad. When it comes down to it, it's a waste of time if your diet is shit. So if your diet is trash, it's the waste of time. So that's what I would tell you. If your diet is garbage, then I don't know what you're doing. You're just wasting your freaking time when it comes down to it. So don't be doing that. Now, when people normally go vegetarian or vegan, you will deal with deficiencies. And I like to go over some deficiencies you might be experiencing, or you might want to go ahead and look into. First things first, I want you to research these yourself and what they are and why, and because they can tell you if you have a vitamin B12 deficiency. Let's talk about those. First one is vitamin B12. Second one is vitamin D. Third one is omega-3s and fatty acids. You're going to need some omega-3s and fatty acids. I'm talking about from nut seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, stuff like that. Also, most people are deficient in zinc, all right? Can be found in beans, legumes, whole grains, but when it comes down to it, you know, sprouting the grains is great. You know, the ones that are sprouting like quinoa, things like that. Most people do lack iron. You can get that from whole grains, lentil, peas, dried fruits. You know, adding foods rich in vitamin C can also help with iron absorption, things like that. All right, so a lot of y'all will be dealing with some deficiencies. Also, with vitamin B12. Many plant foods are fortified with, you know, B12, like nutritional yeast, you know, plant milks, such as like almond milk, hemp milk, coconut milk, cashew milk, stuff like that will help you guys out with. So I hope you guys can rewind and go back with that, because you will deal with some deficiencies if you are a vegan. Okay, so I want y'all to look into that for real, because you know, as your body gets used to certain things that meat provides, because obviously the animal which is eating the plant or the grass has those minerals in that animal still, and you're eating that animal, your body obviously needs those. Your body needs the iron, which obviously the meat provides, and things of that nature. Your body needs the B12. So you have to find the actual source of what was meant for you to consume anyway. As your body becomes dependent on eating meat, your body doesn't really understand what the source is, but once it starts to get it over and over again, it actually responds to it better, and it absorbs it better, because with meat, most meat isn't even absorbed. I think the percentage of meat that's actually absorbed into your body is about 30% anyway. So you got 100% of meat, you only absorb 30%. What's the point? When you have plant-based foods, you're absorbing about 80-90% when it comes down to it. You know, obviously things with fiber will flush out of you, but that's great, because when you have fiber, you can constantly, you know, regulate digestion with more fiber. And most people are, you know, they don't have fiber in them in their diet. So most people are they're fiber deficient as well when it comes down to it. So yeah, all right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me go down. Okay. What's up? Yeah. Oh, also, I found out that I was vitamin B deficient, and by doing one of those tests at one of these holistic spots, and she just tested on me about my fingers or whatever, and it was wild how she did it. But I found out I was vitamin B deficient, and I found some vitamin B extract, and I take that, and I feel a whole lot better. So I found out I was vitamin B deficient, and I'm great now with it. So I take about 3 times a day with my vitamin B, you know. So I do take that with my hair tie. I do vitamin B, because I was deficient in that, and I'm not deficient anymore. I hate that it turns my urine yellow, but it is what it is. It's part of the game, you know. Oh my God, greatness. Best protein shake on earth. Okay. What is almond milk? What is almond milk better for you to drink? You mean what kind of almond milk? I drink Almond Breeze. They got this new brand out that I'm gonna try soon. I don't drink Silk, because I did hear it had estrogen in it, so I don't drink Silk. But Almond Breeze is pretty good as well. All right. Let me see what we got going on. Somebody said I've been vegan since October. I'm very low in vitamin D. I eat a pound of mushroom per day. Yeah, mushrooms are great. Yeah, mushrooms are excellent. And also, you guys and gals should go on like a quest to start to find things that, you know, vegans can consume that have even more complete proteins than meat. Because I did put a post on my Instagram, Intensity 10, and I did come to find out that, you know, when it comes down to it, by consuming certain, you know, plant-based foods, the protein, the carbs, and the fat was always there. It came to me believing that it was there, because when I actually ate meat, I thought that there was no other protein ever that could be consumed that would help me get my goals, that would help me keep my strength. That was a lie. I just got to figure, my body had to just adjust to it. At first, my body was adjusting to the beans, and I was farting all the time. And then I went to soak them, and I was still farting a little bit. I still eat beans, and it still gives me just a little bit of gas, but not as much. With the greens, I find that I'm a lot stronger when I eat leafy greens and sprouted grains. I'm a lot stronger. I get fuller off of black beans. I like black beans. Protein shakes like this to go to sleep on, nothing heavy on my stomach so my body can easily adjust it. I'm going to bed in a couple hour because we're getting up early. And I like to have my last meal as a protein shake like that. I'm gonna do a video about how I look at the gym, how y'all can, you know, get a quick workout and like get better result than anybody. I'll go in that another video. But when it comes down to it, you gotta like make a journey. You gotta make a journey of this, you know, and get smarter. Use your minds. If you're not using your mind, Harataki help you out with that. If you have an absorbent Harataki, colon cleanse help out with that. Check that out on the website. We got good deals going on. Free nutrition of everything shirt out there, all that good stuff. But cholesterol deficiencies. Did your boys get tested for deficiencies? No, they didn't, but I'm sure they have some. Probably got vitamin B deficiency, but I didn't get them tested. When it comes down to it, I don't know if oxy powder is safe. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to speak on something I don't know. I don't know. I don't know everything. I'm gonna tell you when I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is, as a vegan, I don't. Oh shoot! I don't know how I forgot this one. When I did go vegan, a lot of my inflammation went down. A whole lot. Like I'm talking about between eating meat and going vegan, it was a difference big time. But between eating meat and doing vegetarian, I felt great, a lot better, but the inflammation was still there somewhat. When I had to take turmeric, I had to take black seed, I had to do all this stuff. But when I'm on the veganism, I don't have to take turmeric no more. I don't really gotta take black seed. I'll take it just to sleep, just so my dreams could be wilder. Like sometimes I'll take it with the Harataki and my dreams are on some next level. I just do it for that. I don't do it for the body stuff because my body pretty much doesn't deal with inflammation because of the veganism, because of obviously I stay cleansed, but because of the veganism, I think because of the healthy fats that I consume, such as avocado, coconut oil, avocado oil. I get my healthy fats from my seeds, my nuts, my sunflower seeds, my chia seeds, my hemp seeds, my pumpkin seeds that I eat. A lot of that healthy fat, a lot of that good fat. You know, those omega-3s, not that high cholesterol such as the butters and the eggs and all that garbage. Because all egg is, besides the outside part, is just a ball of fat. And that's all you're eating is a ball of fat when you're eating eggs. A ball of fat and a ball of sodium. So when you're eating, also, I did hear some stuff is going on about eggs in China. What was that about with the eggs in the China thing? I don't know. I don't eat eggs anymore, so I'm not really into it. But I heard something was going on with eggs. It's just not safe anyway. I don't know why y'all eating them, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? What should you eat post-colonic? Well, obviously not the shit you ate before the colonic. Change your diet. You know what I mean? Apparently, somebody said herbal colon cleanses are dangerous. Who told you that? Who told you that? Apparently, the doctor is dangerous too, but nobody stops going there. But now, see here's what they want to tell you. Everything good is bad. Everything bad is good. So now we go to a doctor. So a doctor can tell us what they think they know because they are practitioners and they practice medicine on us, right? So apparently, we go to a doctor to tell the doctor, so the doctor can tell us that we need to take something that's not natural for our body. But then we get an herbal cleanse that Most High put for us to make a concoction out of to cleanse our body, but somehow that's not good for us either. Let's keep it real. This guy named, listen, I don't know nothing about no Dr. Edward. I know from my experience, I've done both sides. I know that, you know, hey, I know from my side, herbal is good, unnatural is bad. Herbal, body, unnatural, death. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, they made fake eggs? Damn. So they making fake plastic fruit, and they making, how they pull fake eggs off? Damn, they going in. You know, this lady, right? This lady that follows me, her name's Catherine. I'm not sure if she's watching now. She had put a post on my last video when I did the plastic food. So she went home to her cabbage and she burned it. And it smelled like plastic, she said. And she took it back to the market and they said to her, verbatim, oh, I thought you was going to like the plastic food. So they already knew at the market it was plastic, but they didn't give a crap. She took it and she burned it. Also, a good test, sidebar, also a good test to know if your food is not real or is heavily preserved or is fake is to literally let it sit for a couple days. And if it doesn't rot fast, because you know real food has a shelf life, a really short shelf life, veggies, fruit, some more than others. But if it's something that has like a normal shelf life, like a 2 days, 3 days, that's fine. 7, 8 days, it's something that normally is supposed to rot, red flag. Red flag, you know what I mean? Just keep it real. But she took it to the market and they told her, I thought you was gonna like your plastic food. So they already knew they was selling plastic bullshit. So I mean, hey, try it out, you know what I mean? What are great meat alternatives that taste like meat and are tofu and soy free? Meat alternatives? Well, my wife, she made some meat options. That's on alternatives. You know, it's really hard to find an alternative that doesn't have tofu or soy in it. Very hard. But all you gotta do is read the label on it. My wife has some alternatives in her cookbook. I mean, listen, if you go with fake, you always gonna have some kind of unnatural stuff. Like if you go with like fake stuff, you're always gonna have some kind of unnatural preservatives in there. And from time to time, because my kids be snapping sometimes, I'll give them something that is a meatless option when they go like to their family's house. So sometimes when my kids go to their family's house, I'll get like some Beyond Meat. My mom can make some spaghetti with it. She'll make her spaghetti, she'll make their spaghetti, and they're fine. Because sometimes my kids be snapping, and I told them to literally, you know, I mean, listen, I can't help but listen. You one day you're gonna make your own decisions, but listen, I'm gonna do the best I can, and I'm gonna get you out for me. But sometimes I'll give them some Beyond Meat, little crumbles or whatever, and it is what it is. You know, that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Jackfruit is an excellent alternative. You can make people do put barbecue sauce on jackfruit. It tastes just like pulled pork, straight up. So yeah, jackfruit is another great one. That was a great one, Mr. Pirate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Beyond Meat. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I mean, that's a good one. But we know who Beyond Meat is owned by, don't we? Oh, I didn't tell y'all that. Look that up. All right. Most of these big companies are always owned by somebody you don't want to know they're owned by, but doesn't mean they're always bad. It just means that the company is playing both sides of the fence when it comes down to. Yes. Okay. So the jackfruit recipe is in her vegan cookbook. Do you consume bread every day or not that much? Not that much. Bread is something that you consume that has no nutritional value for your body. Also, when it goes inside your body, it will expand, which will make you full, not wanting to eat anything else. So not every day. Maybe once or twice a week I'll do it. And yeah, there you go. Also, when you have a certain amount of carbs, such as bread, the starch will convert to sugar, and you don't want all that because that will convert to sugar, which will store fat, and that's what just sits in your stomach. So yeah, there it is. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. It's owned by a meat company. Yes, it is. It is owned by, but you know, they play both sides of the fence. You know, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, it is addictive as hell. Working on letting it go. You're right about that. Okay. I'll do a video on that one. Shan Lax. I'll do a video on that one. Yes. My wife did a tuna salad recipe. She was experimenting one day, and she had made it for me. I was like, this tastes just like tuna. This is tuna like in chickpeas or whatever. It was great, and it was excellent. Tastes just like tuna. You do not know the difference. I think in that one she uses veganese or whatever. So yeah, soy free veganese. Yeah. You just gotta read the. When it comes down to it, you just gotta read the label. Just read the label. It's very easy. Just read the label, people. All right. So when it comes down to it, do what you want to do. I'm only gonna give y'all the facts. I'm only gonna just, you know, listen. I'll tell you what's going on. At the end of the day, you do what you want. I'm only here to help you. I'm only here to help you grow and invoke some thought. Now, with this information, I would like if you share it. I would like you to put it on your Facebook or just share it with your family. Somebody who just eats a tremendous amount of cheese. It may be you. It may be your kids. But you realize many of your kids are heavily addicted to cheese, to sugar, to salt. Why? Because they're all different forms of opiates. You got your Scarface, right? Scarface sitting in front of his stuff. You know what I mean? He's sitting in front of his stuff. And when it comes down to it, that's pretty much cocaine. It's the same substances. It makes you feel just as happy. If you look how he's looking, and he's like, damn, man, all this cheese. Which one do I choose? Which one? Is it American? Is it Swiss? Is it provolone? Which one? Well, hell, I'm going to go ahead and take them all. And when I get off of it, I'm going to look just as angry as he looks right there. That's like my kids going to school, and we teach them this healthy diet, and all their friends is eating Cheetos and Doritos and all this stuff, and they got they freaking, you know, they got their macaroni and cheese pizza and cheese, you know? So, you can do what you want to do, you know what I mean? You can do what you want to do when it comes down to it, you know? But I'm only going to help you out a little bit, you know what I mean? What's that drink you... Yo, it's good, man. It's good. What you want me to do, man? It's great. I'm telling. It's just like ice cream. Okay. What this drink is my MACA. Now, I will be the only company in the USA exclusive with this grade of MACA. Facts. And when I do the video of the MACA before I launch it, it's going to blow your mind on how much fake shit is out there. As you know, I only deal with quality. Otherwise, I'm not even going to sell it. I'm not going to even have it. I'm not going to put my name on it when it comes down to it. This is my maca. This is my avocado and berries. I think she put my protein powder in there. I can't be sure. I don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah. What about almond milk? I mean, listen. Sabi said almond milk got cyanide in it. I say almond milk is. I'll consume almond milk. I mean, hey, what the hell's that? Well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But me, I like almond milk. My wife loves it. But if you don't want almond milk, cashew milk, hemp milk, coconut milk, rice milk, try it out. Make your own milk. My wife has a recipe. I think she has it in a book where she makes her own milk. If not, I think she put it up on. Oh, she made oatmeal milk. Okay, oatmeal milk. She put it on her YouTube, I think. So yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. We know what Sabi said. We know what he said. You know what I mean? And if y'all go by that, that's cool. You got your other forms of milk that I just said, and there you go. All right? So there it is. Absolutely. Okay? What brand of bread do I recommend? Well, I don't recommend any bread. I'm not going to recommend any bread, any brand, because they all have some sort of wheat in it, or gluten, not gluten, but starch. And I can't co-sign starches. Even though I may consume them from time to time, I'm not going to co-sign any brand of starches, because you're going to say, Coach Red said it was okay to eat this. I didn't say it was okay to eat this. I said I will have a piece of bread in moderation, or a veggie burger in moderation, but I won't co-sign it. It's not great, but I'm not perfect. I'm not this guy that's going to walk around. I'm not going outside eating grass. I still consume things from time to time in moderation that may not be the greatest for me, but I'm honest with myself. I'm here teaching y'all, but I'm teaching y'all by example. I'm trying to make my life as best as I possibly can, but I'm not perfect. All right? I'm not the most perfect guy in the world. I will go out. Maybe from time to time, I go find a nice vegan spot, and I'll eat a nice vegan burger, whole wheat, grain, whatever. And I'll fast for 24 hours the next day. That's what I'll do. You know? Hey. Yeah, I think Mrs In10sity can make a spelt bread when it comes down to it. You know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. I like that. I like that breakdown of MACA. I'm gonna break it down again in the video, bruh. Justin Brown, Cousin Brown, you know what I mean? Definitely. Yeah, but I'm real myself. I mean, I don't know who out here on YouTube talking like all that stuff and they ain't real with themselves, or they betraying somebody they not. I am who I am. I make mistakes every single day, but I learn from those mistakes and I grow. And just because you're living a life that you think is healthy and you find out it's not always healthy, look at that mistake, say this is where I messed up, and I'm going to get better off of that. That's what a real adult does. They don't let their mistakes, you know, sit there and rule them. You look at the mistakes, you criticize yourself, you hold yourself accountable, hold yourself high expectations, and you grow from it. It comes down to it. So I grow from all my stuff. Not to mention, yes, you're right, absolutely. You know, most bread that is sold in the U.S. or is sold in the U.S. is banned in other countries. Most food that's in Walmart is banned in Whole Foods. Most food that's banned in Walmart is banned anywhere. It's terrible. I hope y'all not buying anything from Walmart, but just let you know. You know what I mean? Which rice is better, black or brown or wild? I would say black. Okay? Black rice is my favorite rice out of all the rices, but it's also the hardest and the most expensive to get. Little bag like that is like 20 freaking bucks. They had giant bags of it in Costco, but after I like black. I think black is the best. That's just me. But when it comes down to it, it is what it is. But it's very expensive. That's why they call it the forbidden rice, because they forbid you to have it. And since I did the video, or I guess everybody went and got it. They took it out of Costco, and I gotta go on a website to find it, on Lumberg to find it, and they be selling. They sell little bags. They don't sell the big bags no more. What the hell was up with that? They found out how important it was, so they upped the price. So the little bags is the same price as the big bags used to be. I should have just bought 100 of those and called it a day, but I didn't think it was gonna be that popular when I did the video. I'm not saying it was because I did the video. I'm just saying when I do a lot of videos, people go get that stuff, you know. But you know, that's what it is. Somebody said rye bread is good for vegetarians. Wild rice is best, they say. Balance is key. You know, yeah, absolutely. I'm not suffering with no illness. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm suffering from is that I have flesh, and my flesh is, you know, here for a little while. But besides that, I have pretty healthy flesh. Do you prefer to meditate while listening to music? I prefer to meditate while listening to binaural beats. I don't listen to music while I meditate. It's distracting to my meditation. But binaural beats, on the other hand, are great for meditation. For me, you know. Yeah, but do you trust rice from China that's black rice? Who said my black rice is from China? Who said that? Who said that? Just because China has put out some bad things don't mean everything is bad. You know, you got to use discretion. I have used a lot of different rices, and I find that black rice has been the most filling and the best for me. You can do what you want to do. You can go with wild, you can go with brown, but I'm telling you my experience with it, and you do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what happened with me. I'm not saying, yo, you got to eat that. No. I'm saying that black rice is good for me. And out of all my rices, is my favorite. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you just got to use your own discretion. You know, use your own judgment. Don't go by what somebody else say. You don't use your own. Yes, it does taste different. Black rice does taste different. It has like a fuller. You can tell black rice has the most protein out of all the rices. You can tell. Like, if I break my fast on brown rice, I feel like I ate grains. If I break my fast on, I don't use white rice at all. I can't use that. Wild rice, I feel a little better. But if I break my fast on black rice, now that's different. That's different. Black rice actually is the one you actually have to prepare the longest as well. You have to soak black rice overnight because you just can't throw it and cook it like brown and wild rice. I mean, I'd say you can't just cook it, but like you gotta literally soak that bad boy. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the taste is nutty to you. What are you seasoning it with? If you want to learn how to season the black rice, um, if you want to learn how to season the black rice, watch my wife's video on her YouTube channel, Mrs In10sity, and she shows you how to season the black rice our way, and it won't taste nutty. Cause I don't like rice to taste nutty. I'll like cashews or almonds, or cashews taste nutty, but not rice, not rice. Oh, that's what's up. Your sun gazing. That's what's up. Did you do a video on I did a few videos. I did tons of Cleveland. I did a lot of videos on meditation. Yeah, I did. I did. Meditation is very hard, but the way to get it is very easy. So meditation is hard and easy at the same sense. You just gotta do it every single day to get it down packed. But meditation is yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta try it. Yeah, you gotta try that. You know. Oh, somebody else says that. Yeah, okay. I mean, hey. We season it different. When Mrs In10sity seasons stuff, she make it taste great. So it's all about the seasoning and the herbs she puts into it. She puts a lot of good spices, onions, different seasons in there to make it taste great. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, everybody said it got nutty flavor. So yeah, I'm talking about. Okay. I love brown rice. I have to try the black rice with salmon. Yeah, if the salmon had a life. I mean, how much do you know about your salmon? Do you know? I mean, I'll tell you a fun fact about salmon. I mean, you said it, so I had to speak on it. Do you know what they feed the salmon that they call wild that's really farmed? They feed salmon pig shit. So they feed your salmon that you eat, they feed it pig shit. I'm gonna let that sit with you real quick. They feed it pig shit. And it's farmed in giant vats, and it lives in its own shit. And when you buy it at the counter, the price says wild salmon to make the price higher, but it actually was the same as the other salmon, just a different color. Damn. Did you ever do yoga? Yeah, yoga is the hardest exercise out of all my exercises that I've ever done. I did yoga this morning. Yoga is very hard, but yoga is very necessary. It also removes energy blocks that season your muscles. When you're very stiff, you have tons of energy that is in your muscles, and the more limber you are, the more you release that bad negative energy out of your muscles. So yoga is very, very important, and to learn how to breathe, yoga is very, very important, because you're breathing through the pain and anguish of the muscles pulling and in a one position, like in a steady position, constantly pulling the muscles and holding on to that feeling as you're breathing, and you're pushing down, trying to get more flexible. Breathing is very necessary. So yes, I do yoga. It's very underrated in the black community. Where do you get your information? I research everything. A lot is given, like, believe it or not, I get a lot of information literally from universe, pretty much, when it comes down to it. When it comes down to it, when you have a purpose in life, sometimes information is just revealed to you, just pops to you like that, and you just have it, and you research it to validate it, and it comes to be true. So believe it or not, I get a lot of my information just from like my previous experiences in life. Universe, studying, researching, combined into one makes this channel. So yeah, I get a lot of my research. I just look it up. I know we're off topic. What do you think about the NBA Finals? LeBron will get swept. I sure hope he doesn't, because I feel bad about what happened in Game 1. But I really hope he doesn't get swept, because I mean, this guy's working hard as hell, and he just has shit around him, like pure shit. What the hell is up? You know what? J.R. Smith is on opiates. We know this now. I think when J.R. Smith got the ball, he was going to go to the other court and try to shoot a half-court shot. I think J.R. is on a lot of cheese, a lot of opiates. So that's what I think about that. You know what I mean? Sidebar. Also, the ocean is radiated from. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, right about that. I'm just gonna keep it real, yo. My man J.R. is on. He was like, that man is on opiates. LeBron, look, you see LeBron's face? Oh shoot, man! I hope he don't get swept. The game's tomorrow. I'll be tuning in, and I hope he don't get swept. Just get two. I don't like this man losing as much, but he has garbage around him. But when it comes down to it, LeBron created his own madness. If he didn't become mobile, the Golden State Warriors would not be created, and he fought for J.R. Smith to get an extension. That's his fault too. So it is what it is. Well, you can tell George Hill was gonna miss this free throw. You see how hard my man was breathing? You would think George Hill's at the line doing yoga. He was like, that man was nervous. I'm surprised he made the first one. But yeah, all of Mrs. In10sity cookbooks are the truth. I'm glad she watching that. You know. Oh yeah. The refs. Oh, they're paid off right now. Shoot, it's in. You know what I mean? The money. Listen. They rigged this bad boy. I don't know why they rigged it for joke. Like, it's not interesting to watch Golden State win like this, but yeah, the fix is in. The fix is in. I could tell after game one, the fix was in. Yep. So we'll see. Maybe the NBA will give LeBron another championship. I hope so. Cause I'm tired of seeing Steph and KD and Clay do this. I just want somebody to beat them. I think we should do a video of how important yoga is for a body. A lot of athletes need to know how important to stretch. And yes, I agree. Because yoga is the reason why it will make a break where I'm going to get injured or not. If you look at many athletes ended their careers early because they didn't stretch when it comes down to it. Do not put that on my... I can't believe she did that. I'm taking that off, Miss In10sity. Anyway, but when it comes down to it, yoga is very important because it keeps your muscles very limber. See, what happens when you don't stretch, y'all, is when you don't stretch and you just run, you're shocking your tendons and joints. And that could give you stiff injuries. I used to get stiff injuries a lot. And whenever I stopped stretching for a certain period of time, I would get a stiff injury out of nowhere. I'm like, how'd I get injured? I wasn't even doing nothing. Or how did I get like a sprain or a pull or whatever? Many athletes have extended their careers because they did yoga. Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant did Bikram yoga. Many athletes do yoga. Women and men. Yes, I thought yoga was for women as well when I was younger, but that was the uneducated, ignorant mind. As I come to find out, men and women, everybody needs yoga because everybody's human. Everybody needs to be stretching and limber. If you're moving around all the time, you must keep your muscles and your joints limber. Because if you're throwing or you're moving, your muscles need to be warm already and ready to move for the full range of motion. Imagine if your leg can only move this much, but you're trying to run this much over and over and over again, but your leg can only move like this. If you move over what your leg is used to, you will pull a muscle. You will hurt yourself. So everybody needs to do that. Yeah, he is on. You're right about that, Cleveland. I'm not disputing he's on freaking PEDs, but I'm just enjoying the show anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know. All right. So when it comes down to it, take this information, do what you want with it. Go to the website. Hair Talkie will be back in stock next week. I got a great announcement about Hair Talkie next week. Stay tuned for that. MACA is going to be in 30 days and under. Stay tuned for that. I'll see y'all soon. I'm going to do my next video about the flesh. So I really want y'all to tune in because there are many struggles that I deal with on a daily because of the flesh and the spirit. My flesh is weak. My spirit is strong. And it's a never-ending confrontation. And we're going to go over a couple and how I deal with these confrontations with the flesh. Because the flesh is here to die. The spirit is here forever. And we're going to get into what I deal with the flesh and how many of you can deal with learning through my experience of what the flesh really is, what it's here for, how you can move in it, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Somebody said, I just came to thought I was reading about something about voodoo and I didn't know it was a part of black history. Yeah, you mean voodoo. You mean voodoo. Not voodoo, voodoo. Something that they told you was bad, but it really wasn't. You mean that? You mean that voodoo? Voodoo? When it comes down to it, but yeah. A lot of things about black history we don't know. A lot of things. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video when it comes down to it. But I was teaching my kids about the word slave and where the word slave comes from because they bring our kids to school thinking slave is a black thing, but slave means Slav, and we're not going to get into that. But make sure y'all look at that about slave and Slav, Slavic slave. Think about it. But I broke that down to my kids a little earlier, you know, just to help them not be so indoctrinated with lies and false propaganda and an agenda that's being pushed to enslave everybody's mind to think one thing when it was really not one thing, because whoever controls society and history controls the future. And as history has been manipulated over and over and over again to tell us what they think they want us to, or what they want us to hear, to make us feel like that we're not what we are, it is what it is. But as information comes out, we figure out what we are. But I wish more of us could figure out what we are, who we are, where we came from, where everybody came from. Because if everybody knew their truth, everybody would be much better off. But when it comes down to it, I'm only here to wake your minds, give you them facts, and hopefully you can do something smart with those facts and move smart and move with rapid action through life with no fear. False evidence appearing real doesn't exist. So when it comes down to it, make your own decisions. Visit my website below, intensityfitnessunited.com. Check out my products, promotions. For any purchase over $60, you get a Nutrition of Everything shirt. Check out the stuff. Harataki will be back in stock next week. Get your pre-order, back order now. It will be going out. When it goes out, you get tracking number. All right. So besides that, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.